What's up, everyone? It's day 74 of 75 hard. I just finished my second workout of the day. I did my 45-minute outdoor workout, and today that consisted of a 40-pound ruck. I went to that walking park that I've been going to. As you can tell, I'm still in my hotel room and working nights. So, nice cool day today, real cloudy, just windy, one of those days where it's in the 50s and you go from being warm one day to not so much the next. And it's one of those days, honestly, where there's no desire to go outside and do anything, let alone go do a workout. And that was, proven by me going to the walking park and there was nobody there but me. And most days there's probably 2 or 3 other people. And today the weather got to them. They didn't want to go. They had other plans for today. They'd rather sit inside and drink hot chocolate. It's one of those kind of days. And honestly, I didn't want to go out there either. I just did not want to. Even though the program's about to be over, the motivation was not there today. So I just would have rather taken a nap and maybe push the workout off until I was at work and walk around at work with my bag. But I'm making things more difficult by doing the workouts while I'm not at work, because I'm trying to show you that I'm sure not everybody has a break at their job, or they can just go do an outside workout, which most people have lunch breaks and different breaks, and you probably could, but I'm trying to make it more difficult and do the workouts in that time period. I have about 4 to 4.5 hours of the time after I wake up to the time I need to start getting ready for work. And I have to do the workouts, get my food ready. If I have to do laundry, I have to do that. And then basically maybe have like an hour to relax, which is just the way it is. And having your time managed the proper way, you can definitely achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. If you have to wake up earlier, if you have to go to sleep earlier, if you have to fit something in between something else, you just have to find the time that you're wasting by doing other things and cut that out. Try to fit those things that you're doing in while you're doing other things. There's just so many other ways that you can combine things that you're doing to make up that time that you don't have, supposedly. We all have the same amount of time. So the point of me trying to make it more difficult is to show you that the better results are going to come whenever you take the harder route, and you're always going to have the time. Even though you might think you might not, you just have to manage your time better. So anyways, last night was a pretty decent night at work. It was cold, but not a lot going on. It was pretty easy. The last few nights there was issues throughout the night, so it was just kind of more a busy night. Last night wasn't so bad, but still just sucks working overnight. I get so tired around like 1 or 2 a.m. And then even today, I just woke up just tired. And I know that it's as a result of being so low on calories. Like if your body's used to eating, let's say, or burning, just your body's maintenance level calories, say they're at 3,000 and you're cutting it down to 1,500 a day. So you're burning that much more than what you're consuming. And it's forcing your body to just find energy storages. And sometimes that's fat, sometimes it's muscle though. If you're not eating enough protein, your body's gonna just attack that. It's just gonna find whatever it can for energy. It's smart. It just has to flip the switch on different sources of energy. And if you're not eating carbs and getting these sources of energy, your body's going to find ways to create its own. So ideally, it would be better if it only burned fat and not your muscle, but that's up to you and what you're eating and the supplements that you're taking. But anyways, I woke up this morning about 11:30, like I have been. I got ready for the day, and then I went to the local gym and did 20 minutes on the stair climber, and then I did a chest and a little bit of arm workout. Today, the scale was down to 208. My goal was 205 by the end, so it's gonna be pretty close. I'm gonna weigh in, I guess it'll be Saturday morning. That'll be my official cutoff. So it'll probably be really close to being right there. It was 208 after I'd already drank 2 bottles of water and worked out. So I don't know if the amount of sweat I had come off me compared to what I drank. We'll just see. It's gonna be pretty close to reaching the goal though. The goal for the bodybuilding show is 198 though, so I still have a little ways to go. And I know what it's gonna take to get there. It's gonna be hard, but It's just part of it. But pretty excited that I've proven that I can do this and shown this each step of how it feels, how I felt doing the program, how you might feel, how a lot of people have already felt, because there's phases in the program. You feel fine and motivated probably the first week, and then like the next 2 to 3 weeks, it just sucks. You don't want to go do the workouts outside, and you don't want to, it's not that you don't want to do it, you just aren't in the routine of doing it yet. So I guess essentially you don't want to do it. I remember whenever I was probably about day 15 to day 25, every single day, it was just like, it was hot. It was, Texas heat. I was just unmotivated to do anything like that. While I was out on the jobs, I was doing my cardio in the ghetto in Fort Worth, in the ghetto in Arlington, just walking around these areas, rucking through. But I still managed to get it done. I did every single day. I didn't miss one day. I did 3 workouts on some days, and just tried to show you that each phase of the 75 days, some days you have motivation and some days you don't, but either way you want to get it done. That's how you translate that to the rest of your life. You get to where you're trying to go. You reach your goals because you did the steps. You did each thing that you knew you needed to do. And then whenever you got closer to your goal, you raise the standard and you raise the bar. So you have a higher or bigger goal. You're trying to achieve the bigger vision in your life. Maybe it's not something that you ever expected to even reach your first goal, but then you get to it, you want to make a new one. You don't want to just sit where you're at. Too many people are comfortable just sitting where they're at. And that's what I noticed today, just like going to the park when it's cold like today. It's not even that cold, but it's one of those days where you don't want to go do an outside workout. Nobody else was at the park. There's usually a couple of people there, but the main example I can point out is whenever I get off work in the mornings, I drive past the gym that I go to whenever I'm coming back to my hotel, and all week there will be like 20 cars in the parking lot, 5 a.m. Saturday and Sunday come along, there's like 1 or 2 cars. And I know all those people didn't just go out of town. I just know that that's a direct representation of why people don't reach their goals. They take 5 steps forward, for example, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, they relax and take 2 huge steps backwards. So you might have made, instead of this much progress, you shrunk it back down to this much progress. So, and maybe not even that much. You might spend the next few days after the weekend trying to recover from what you did on the weekend. So you could have ended up making yourself even worse. So if you're spending all week doing the things to reach your goal, and then you're going on the weekend and partying and drinking and doing all these things that are negatively affecting your progress, you're not going to get to where you're trying to go. And if you do, it's going to take you way longer than you could have ever imagined. So it's good to stay on track, stay focused on what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you have the motivation, because like I've shown, some days you have it, and you can be 1 day away from reaching your goal, which I am today. Essentially, the goal is to finish the program. There's other goals that I still have, but the one goal is completed tomorrow, after tomorrow. And a lot of people you see it all the time. People will get, like, they don't know. It's like that vision of the person digging in the tunnel, and right on the other side of the wall where they've been digging and digging, there's a whole path where they've dug. And right on the other side of this one little spot, they're almost there, is the gold or whatever, the diamonds. And they keep getting there and going, and then they just give up. 1 day away from reaching their goal, one more extra effort away, and then they stop and don't even ever start again, or just even have to start again and start completely over. You just see people do it. They give up on their goals when the times get difficult, whenever the motivation isn't there. And so you just have to realize that the things that you want in life are not going to come to you. They're not going to be given to you. Nobody's going to come in and save your life. You have to decide. You're the person that's in your family that's going to set the example higher for everybody else to follow. You're the person in your friends that's going to set the bar and set the example. You're the son or the spouse or whoever, the daughter or whatever you are. You're the person that's going to take the reins essentially and run with them. You're the one who's going to be the one that stops any of this generational trauma that you might have in your life, or any of the the negative self-talk that you have, that you've always had, you're the person that's going to show everybody that's around you in your circle how you can overcome no matter what comes at your way, and other people are going to follow your example. That's just how it needs to be. That's how you fix the culture. That's how you fix society. One person at a time. That's us. That's you that's watching this. People that follow Andy, people that do the program, people that follow Ed, people that are going to step up and say, I'm the one. I'm not going to keep living in this circle of life where you're just spinning your wheels, you're never getting anywhere, you're just sitting average, mediocre, just barely getting by. You're going to be the one that steps up and says, I'm not going to live like that anymore. I need to get myself aligned with my vision of my life. I need to get in better shape. I need to lose the weight. I need to drop the negative vices like drinking and whatever else that you could be doing, the negative habits that you have. You're going to drop all those and only focus on the things that are going to progress you closer to your dream life. And if you keep doing that, other people are going to see it and other people are going to follow along, and that's how everything gets corrected. You're not going to correct a huge group of people by screaming and crying about what's being said about this, or what's being done over here and what's not being done over there. You have to lead by example, because people are not going to do what you say. They're not going to listen to what you say. They're going to see what you do, and they're going to follow you by what you're doing. That's just the way it is. You can direct that at exactly how your kids are going to look at you too. You can tell them all the ways to succeed, all the ways to win, what you need to do. And if they look at you and you're not doing those things, they're going to say, well, if you tell me I can be anything that I want to be in life, why aren't you? Why are you living this life? Why are you over here looking like this? Why are you out of shape? You tell me I can do everything, but you're not. They're just going to see right through you. So you don't want to be that type of person. You want your kids to look up to you. You want your friends to look up to you. You want the people that you work with to look up to you. If you have a business, you want the people underneath you that are working with you to look up to you. So don't be the type of person that does the opposite of what they say that other people need to do, because people will see right through that and they will not follow you, and likely they'll stop following anything you say. So that's all I got for today. I got like 5 minutes. I got to basically get dressed and leave. Sweating. I wore my hoodie while I was out there. It was, like I said, it was like mid-50s, 55 right now, but it was kind of warm still for me. Probably this clenbuterol that I'm taking or something like that. It's a thermogenic. But anyways, I need to get ready for work. And if you're thinking about starting the program, you need to pick a diet, pick a book, get started. And I appreciate you guys following along and showing support. And please like and subscribe if you would. Yeah, that's all I got. I'll be back tomorrow for the last day, day 75. Peace.